the world building of Pokemon. I just like have so many little iconic sounds I want to talk about. Like, what are some, like, for me, like when the Pokeball wiggles, like when you're trying to catch it and you're like, ba-dum, 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 and you're like, please, this is a Master Ball, it should hit. Do you have like sound effects or like world building sounds that, outside of the music here, like really on the sound design front, that you were like, that will always stick with you, like as a core memory?
Yeah, honestly, and I know we talked about this last episode a little bit, but it goes back to the Pokemon Center. Like hearing the click, 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 dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun. Like hearing that, like hearing your team getting healed. The sound of the healing machine has always been iconic to me. The sound of the Pokeball wiggling and finally clicking shut has always been iconic to me.
Yes. Clicking, so satisfying.
Yeah, until they burst out, and then you just hate everything in life. That is why so many of us have trust issues, because the damn ball wiggles 3 times, and then it still pops out, and then you throw your Game Boy halfway across the room.
Don't worry about that part.
Or God forbid if it happens to a shiny and it was your last Pokeball. That's just heartbreaking.
No, I understand what you mean. Can I ask you something?
Yeah.
Completely random, not even music related?
Yeah.
Were you the type of player like me who would like heal their Pokemon like 6 times in a row? Just to make sure?
I often would do twice, yeah. Like,
I would heal like 3-4 times for something.
I think a big part of that is something my sister instilled in me a long time ago. Because whenever she plays a game, she always saves twice. Like, even though everyone in the room just saw her save, she will go back and resave. So, like, every time, like, growing up especially, I would save twice. I would heal my Pokemon twice. You can't heal twice, like, with a potion, because once they're max health, it doesn't allow you to heal anymore. But,
right.
like, anything you could do twice, I would. But I would only do it 2 times. I wouldn't go past that. Unless I was just mashing the heck out of the speech button, because if you mash talk fast enough at Nurse Joy, she will take your Pokemon without your consent anyway.
No, absolutely. There's also like the relief you got from that cue that you were talking about, and then like the Pokemon had their own like cries. Obviously, like that's another part of the world, or like caves always having like unsettling noises, and the surf music always like bringing up the mood.
So the cries,
I guess that like,
sorry to cut you off. The cries to me have never really hit so strongly. I think it's just because like I was more exposed to the anime when it came to that kind of stuff, so I was more exposed to them saying their names. Because even though I did get a chance to play Red, I never fully beat it. I never played Silver. I didn't get to play Ruby and Sapphire until way later. So, like, going in early, my biggest exposure to Pokemon in general was the anime. So I was way more used to the Pokemon saying their names. But that's
fair.
But eventually I did get to go back and play the older games. I got to play the newer gen, which got me inspired to go back and play all the ones that I missed. Like, as much as I love Pokemon, I didn't actually start going full hog into it until, like, I want to say 2018, 2019 maybe. But I've gone full into it at this point. Because the sad thing is, since I couldn't get the games or anything like that, I didn't really get the chance to officially grow up with it. I just grew up with it by proxy. But now that I'm an irresponsible adult with money, now I can go back and get all the Pokemon stuff I missed.
You got everything you need, bro.
No, I need more. You've seen my collection. You know I'm not going to stop.
No, you're not. That's very fair.